What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel, where today we're going to be talking about the monetization and pay to win aspects in Arclight Rumble. So if you're interested in information on Arclight Rumble and you want to keep up to date, make sure that you like, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will be putting out videos as often as possible to keep you up to date with Arclight Rumble. Now, in addition to that, you can head on over to my website, which is arclightheroes.com, where we post daily information and content on the development of Arclight Rumble as it starts to progress further into the game. So the thing that I wanted to talk about today was the monetization aspect of Arclight Rumble. As we know, it's a mobile game, so it will have microtransactions in it. It's not something that you pay up front, and there are options to play the game completely free if you choose to do so. However, one of the major questions that people always ask with new mobile games is how pay to win will it be? And at the end of the day, I think it's safe to say that these games are effectively, or do have a fairly large aspect of them, which does require you to spend real money, especially if you want to compete at the highest levels. However, Arclight Rumble have already said, the team at Blizzard Entertainment have already said, that there is not going to be loot boxes in the game. But does that mean that there's going to be no RNG at all? That's the real question. So looking at the information that I've managed to gather from people who have been involved in the alpha of the game, it looks like there'll be an in-game store where you can purchase new troops, units, and abilities, also talents, which are something which are a massive part of the game as you progress further down with your account. So how it's going to work is you will effectively get a grid. On that grid, it's a 3x3 grid, so there's 9 options of different things that you can buy. Now, this is purchased from gold. Gold can be purchased from real money, so you effectively spend real money on gold and you can spend that in the shops. Now, you can still get gold from other areas of the game, so as you start to progress, completing maps, doing different missions, quests, things like that, you will accumulate gold over time. However, obviously you can shortcut your way to having a large amount of gold on your account simply by buying it from the in-game store. So I don't know the actual values at the moment as to how much gold will cost. However, I've seen screenshots of the store so we can see what items and troops are going to cost in the game. So how they're structuring this is a bit strange because they're effectively saying that there's no loot box. However, based on the way that the store's working in the alpha of the game, the store itself is almost a loot box because you'll have a select number of items or troops and things like that available, and once you pick which one you want to buy and you purchase it, anything horizontal and vertical to that item that you buy is going to be refreshed. You need to think carefully about the things that you're buying from the store, because bearing in mind, if there's 2 items that you want to buy and they are adjacent to each other, so either vertically or horizontally, you won't be able to buy them both. So you need to pick which ones that you want. So I've got a screenshot here of the in-game store so that you can see how it's going to look. And then what I've done is effectively highlighted a cross on it. So say if we were to buy the middle card or the middle item, then anything horizontally or vertically to that will be refreshed, and you'll effectively have to cycle through. So if you're looking for something very particular in this game, it can get very expensive. So it's something to bear in mind as you start to progress your account. I think really early on in these games, it's best to kind of just play and work with what you've got, especially when the game's brand new out. No one's really going to know what's the meta item and what the meta builds are. So kind of work with what you've got. If you see something that's particularly cool that you want to add to your roster, certainly do jump into the store and grab it if you've got the resources to do so. You know, in terms of pay to win and paying in mobile games, I've got no problem with that whatsoever. I honestly think that, you know, if these developers are putting out games which are completely free to play, you should still be able to pay to play and pay to get rewards in the game to support the development. At the end of the day, these developers need to get paid. You know, they don't do it for free. It is a business. So just don't spend beyond your means, and yeah, make sure that you're enjoying the process. So a few breakdowns of gold prices that I've managed to pick up, and these are listed over on the Arclight Heroes website, so make sure that you check it out. The link will be in the description below. So we've got XP boosts going for about 50 gold. Standard units, these are just the general troops in the game, are going for 350 gold each. Hazard and spell units are going for about 350 gold, whereas leader units and talent skills are more expensive. So leader units, which are the ones that are give you the passive bonuses to your troops on the field are going for 400 gold each, whereas talent skills are going for 500. Now you can see obviously talents are a lot more expensive than other things, but they are going to help your account as a whole as you have them. So this can be something that is very beneficial to your account, and you can see that the team over at Blizzard Entertainment are kind of valuing them in that sense. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you a brief rundown of how the monetization in the game's going to look. We won't know exactly how this will interact with the actual gameplay, but it's safe to say that, you know, people who are willing to spend in the game are going to get an advantage, and that is understandable. However, we've seen in other games such as Raid Shadow Legends that there's a massive free-to-play community who actually get a lot of enjoyment out of finding ways to min-max their accounts and find ways to progress through different areas of the game without having to spend money. Obviously, a massive impact into this will be the RNG factor, that if you are lucky, then you may end up with something in your shop which is, you know, the exact item that you want very, very quickly. Whereas even if you are to spend money, if you're not getting those items, it's just going to rank up to a lot of money spent with not a lot of reward to your account. If you do want to pay attention to what the meta is, what characters are good for your account, and what builds you can do to help you in different areas of the game, please do make sure that you subscribe to the channel. This is something that I'm massively interested in as the game gets closer to launch, and something that I am updating on a daily basis over on arclightheroes.com. But yeah, thank you as ever for watching this video, guys. Please do like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in another Arclight Rumble video very, very soon.